And we're back. Hey, how are we doing, Andrew?
I'm doing great, Johnny. How are you?
Oh, I'm just great. Welcome to the Cavalry, everybody. Great to have you.
I'm in Vancouver, Canada. Not to be confused with
Nice.
Vancouver, Washington, even though both are in the Pacific Northwest. There's a
Oh,
little,
yeah, it's kind of like Kansas City, Missouri, Kansas City, Kansas,
yeah, except that one's even more
right?
confusing because those are literally butted up against each other. Like you could live
Oh, these aren't?
no, Vancouver, Washington is just north of Portland on the southern Washington border. Vancouver, Canada is in
Yeah,
and the whole
and that's to our north.
yeah, you got it. You got it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh my God, we'll both be in Canada. Well, are you leaving today or tomorrow?
Yeah, I leave tomorrow for 2 weeks.
Okay, you'll probably leave before I get to Canada. I'll be in Canada. I'll get to Canada tomorrow about 11.
Canada is you know what about Canada?
It's big.
It's very big. No one talks about like it's like we think of it as like it's so funny that you said like, oh, we're both going to be in Canada. Like it's like a fucking it's a giant country. And
Well,
even
we'll probably be further than we are on a normal
we're going to
basis.
Montreal, like farther east.
I know. Huh?
Yeah, we've increased the mileage of which we are, but then also it's a giant country, and then the cities are huge. Like it's so funny. People think of,
Oh,
we have such a arrogance. The United States, especially when you live on the coast, you're like, oh, Canada, do they even have Wi-Fi yet? But then like
do they have wheels? Have they discovered wheels yet?
oh no. But then it's like you get here and it's like just gigantic skyscrapers everywhere in Vancouver. You're like, oh my God, what am I in New York City? So it's
Yeah.
I always underestimate Canada.
So you've probably been to Canada a lot. I don't think I have.
Yeah, we used to go. So I went to college in Bellingham, which is right on the Canadian border, basically. And you can be 19 and drink legally in Canada. That's how they founded the country on that principle. And so we would on Wednesdays, I think we would drive over the border a lot and go to this little town. It was like the first town once you get over the Canadian border. It's called White Rock, BC.
Yeah.
We would
Okay.
drink at the bars there and get messed up and then sleep in our cars and then drive home the next morning. And no one would ever have
Nice.
this was post 9/11, and so no one ever had the proper identification. Like it was always a disaster going through customs, yet we still did it. It was like, don't you need it? You need a passport to go. We're like, whatever, it'll be fine. And then you're just like talking to the agent, and then you're supposed to have like some guy would have like a rolled up copy of his birth certificate he's trying to find in his, pants somewhere, and it was always a disaster.
And they still got through?
Yeah, you'd always get through because what are they going to do? They don't want you. I mean, you have the power of
Who
leverage.
doesn't want you?
Well, the United States didn't care about you leaving. They're like, yeah, sure, going to Canada.
Right.
Shit. But then, like, coming
That's
back,
what I'm saying. Can't Canada say, hey, you're not coming in here?
yeah, I guess. But then they were the more permissive ones, I think.
Oh, okay.
And then I don't know, the
Huh.
United States would always let us back in because they were just like, I mean, they're obviously Americans.
Oh, yeah.
So
But yeah, how can they? Yeah, if you don't have let's say I lose my passport when I'm in Canada. I mean,
that's
you
what I
just
mean.
be like, hey, call my wife. Trust me, I live in
It
America.
is like the biggest disaster you can think of is losing your passport while you're in a foreign country, right? But there's also like no scenario where like, well, now you're just done for. Like it's like
Well, I
live
with Canada, it's different because you you can walk to the border and be like, I live there. But if you're like in France and you lose your passport, you can't get on the
That's the
plane.
holdup. That's not why. It's not that they're confused. Like if you can just point in the direction of the country that you live in, you get to go there. That's not how it works. I just think
No, but
it's
I mean, like they'll let you leave. It's getting into the next place, right?
yeah, but what I'm saying is that like everyone's scared of losing their passport when they're on vacation overseas or in Canada or Mexico or whatever. Because they're like, I won't be able to get home. And I
Yeah.
understand if you lose your passport, they make it a huge hassle, but they always let you home. Unless you get like arrested by like Russians or something, then you're gonna get home. It's just gonna be like a ton of paperwork or something. Like, which is my point is why do we even put everybody through this? It should just be on the internet, you know? The
No, yeah, but that's the thing is it's
thing that I have to carry around that's so important is so stupid. When everything else I have, all my money is on the internet, all of my data, all my like, I do my taxes on the internet. Everything is okay for the internet. Why not also this thing? I could put it on my phone or whatever so that I don't have to loot like this one piece of cardboard is the difference
oh,
between.
I see what you're saying, like the physical, tangible
Yeah, why don't we need a
passport. You should
physical
digitize it.
passport in this era of where they're taking pictures of my face and using facial recognition everywhere?
Yeah.
There's no
Yeah, that's a good point.
they're taking all of our privacy, which I'm fine with. I
You're on the record as saying that. Yep.
signed away my privacy long ago. The government can see everything, know everything, have all my information. It's but I'm giving that up in the name of convenience. And I've yet to see
Yeah.
the convenience pay all these photos they're taking of me at immigration all the time where my face is matched and now they have pictures of my face in their database. I've yet to see that pay off with me not having to carry my passport and worry about losing this physical item everywhere I go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking for.
I'll back you up. I'll back you up.
Topic, but I'll take it. I think I've already given that
I
one.
know. Probably. That's no, but that's a good point. Yeah. I think that I don't know if they just make it a pain in the ass because I don't know. There's things that are like, you could get away with you could probably get away with not paying taxes if you do a lot of pain in the ass things, but people just pay their taxes because they're like, well, fuck it, whatever, fine. I just why are you making that face? That is not the face of a man that agrees with what I'm saying.
You don't.
All right, paying your taxes, that was a bad example. I'm saying you can almost do anything. A lot of things are prevented by just pain in the asses.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean?
That just reminded me of that Steve Martin joke. Do you remember that scene where he's like, I know how you can make $1 million and never have to pay taxes. First, get $1 million. Now, when it comes time to paying taxes, just don't pay taxes. And then when the tax man comes around and says, hey, pal, you
Oh,
made
yeah.
simply say, I forgot.
That's great.
But yeah, you could just not pay taxes and then they would like if they caught you, you probably could get out of it. You're actually right about this. And like everything,
Yeah.
that's the other thing about crazy thing about like
Apology accepted.
I apologize. I apologize. The other crazy thing about money is like everything's like on a 7-year timeline. So like you can like screw up all your credit, owe a bunch of people money, declare bankruptcy. All you gotta do is wait 7 years and it all starts over.
Yeah.
And when you're young, that sounds like a long time, but now I'm 39, 7 years, I could do that easy.
I know.
I could wait till 46 to just buy I could probably live off just everything I own right now for the next 7 years. I don't think I have iPhone, computer. This stuff will hold up for 7 years.
Yeah, without having to buy anything. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could go 7 years.
Yeah, Duncan won't even in 7 years. Duncan will be just learning to drive.
Yeah,
Just get his license.
nothing.
Fine.
7 years. Could
Yeah.
do standing on my head.
I
Like a mobster talking about doing time. Well, but that's how do we start on this? Ridiculous. Well, how was your
don't know. You were talking about passport. We are talking about Canada passports. Oh, I have something. So you were talking about privacy, giving up privacy. Okay.
Sure.
So this is a little different. Have you ever been like in a hotel and you're playing with your wiener and you're thinking, oh, I wonder if there's like this is kind of a weird hotel. I wonder if there's a camera watching me through one of the vents. But then you're just like, all right,
Yeah. Yeah.
if this is what they want to see, that's fine.
Well,
I'm not.
what are they gonna do with it? So it's like I'll do you one further. You know, like you want to you close your blinds, of course. Of course, I have the decency to. But sometimes
Okay. All
third
right, sure.
third floor and above, I'm not even.
Yeah.
I'm not even getting up to close the blinds.
Yeah. Even if you got a building across the way, you're like, no one's looking. And if they are,
Hey, point that telescope somewhere else, pal. There's no.
what are the odds? What are the odds they're watching me and they were at the show last night? And so they know, hey, honey, come here. Look, isn't that comic we saw?
Hey,
Yeah,
pal.
he's pulling on his dick.
There's no aurora borealis in here. Uh, or like, how about this? The frilly, like there's the two levels of curtain. Like there's like the big heavy one, but then there's also like that kind of see-through, but
Oh yeah.
like, that's enough for me too. I'm like, they
Yeah,
can't
the privacy one.
faces or the size of anyone's
Oh
penis
yeah.
through this.
That's your word. They can't tell how big my penis is through
Ow.
this.
It's all distorted. No, but like if like a camera, it never does occur to me that there's a camera in the room. For some reason, it just doesn't occur to me. But like if there were, and if it was just a guy or some creep who got off on it, like that's obviously horrible for women and other people who are offended by that. Or that's violating that is horrible.
Sure.
But
Yeah.
for me, I don't give a shit. I hope it makes you
Oh
happy.
yeah, I'm not saying everyone should feel this way. I'm just saying, hey, I feel this way.
I'm right there with you. And then we've touched on that before too. Pardon the phrasing there, but we've we've discussed this before.
Yeah.
Where if they're recording it and they threaten to send it out to friends and family, I mean, again, that
Yeah.
would be embarrassing. But I'm not
And
paying.
we ask for a copy of it.
Yeah, that's right. But I'm not paying literally a penny to get that back.
I've thought, because you ever see those ads on like Instagram where it's like, oh my gosh, they show like, girls trip. We stayed at an Airbnb and you have to have this. And it's like a thing that shines a red light and you can find a camera, like to find hidden cameras inside things.
Oh
And I
yeah.
thought like, oh, that's cool. I would get that just to see. But then if I like did find a camera, I'd still be like, huh, all right.
You just start doing your act.
Yeah.
I wanted to get this bit on tape. Hang on.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I mean, like that would be great. It would be horrible to know. I would actually just like to know. I would never want that thing because if there is a camera, I just don't want to know about it. Because if there's a camera,
Exactly.
it's gonna change how I'm act. Like that's the best thing about a hotel
Yeah.
is you close that door and you can just be the biggest piece of shit.
You can be the grossest fucking weirdo.
Always were deep down in your soul in a way you can't even do in your own home because there's other people there. And even if there weren't, even if you were a single guy in your own home, you're like trying to keep it
Yeah.
together a little bit. You're like, this is my home.
Yeah,
Like,
that's where you live.
yeah.
Yeah.
But in a hotel room, it's just licensed to be total disgusting
Yeah. Yeah.
base, you know. So having the camera there would really ruin that for me. That part of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I probably
I
only
agree.
twice.
Yeah. 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 I wouldn't be, yeah, I wouldn't break, you wouldn't break any records.
No, no, no. I wouldn't break my Wyndham records. Maybe my Best Western Plus record, but not my. I wouldn't even touch the Marriott. Oh my God,
Oh,
bad number. Eaten for a long time, my friend.
yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
well,
That's
buddy.
funny. That reminds me. I just watched, I don't know why, but I watched Reality Bites. And like Janine Garofalo's character has like a diary in her nightstand. And after she sleeps with the guy, she writes down his name and like what he was like or where he met him, whatever. And she's got this big, huge book. It'd just be funny to see a guy pulls out his diary and it says like Best Western 3 times.
But then it's
He's
just
just keeping track of where and when he cranks it.
Janine Garofalo's. This is like the little black book, you know. But then this guy's is just like Ernest Hemingway, For Whom the Bell Tolls, or just like a Russian 700-page novel.
He's got a fucking trapper keeper that's just fucking overflowing. That's
Uh,
great.
yeah.
All right.
Okay. Well, what? How was your? You want a quick? How was your weekend? Where were you this weekend?
You know what? My topic last week was no mo May. Guess who mowed the yard?
Make it
Yeah.
14.
I couldn't. No, I was nagging Erin. She was like, all right, all right. So I cut the grass. And that was the first time the mower had ever run out of battery before finishing the yard.
Oh wow.
That's how, because I had to like go over and over and over.
Yeah. It's satisfying.
Yeah. But that was it. Didn't, it was, oh, it was nice. I took a before after pic.
Oh, cool. You could be like,
That's the best.
have you seen that guy who goes around and mows people's lawns for free?
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
He always
Yeah,
talks,
it's like a time lapse. It shows it really quick.
and it's very addictive to watch. But then I'm always thinking like, if that's what you should do, you should just like never mow your lawn and just go. And if people like offer to pay, you go, no, no, no. You're getting content out of it. You do it for free. Like you start negotiating with, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, just like for comic. Yeah. No, do it for exposure. Yeah, you could cut my yard for exposure. That's fine.
Do it for exposure.
Yeah.
Get your name out there. This is a famously bad lawn. This lawn is really bad. You're gonna get your name out there good if you cut this lawn.
Did you do anything special for Mother's Day?
We went to brunch. You ever go to brunch?
It's been a while, but sure.
We went to brunch. We with my mother-in-law and my wife. I had to run back from Seattle. I was in Seattle the night before doing a show. I did these like pretty shitty gigs all weekend, to be honest with you. But
Oh yeah.
well, they were just like cheap. I regretted taking them once I was there, but then like needed the work, so whatever. But the shows were fine; they were all right. But anyway, I got back, went to brunch. I had like one drink. Always a mistake. Like I think the thing with brunch is you either gotta go for it and go, we're getting hammered, or you gotta just have coffee and orange juice or whatever. There's no point in having like one. I had one mimosa.
Yeah, yeah.
I kind of have a
Yeah,
headache.
it's a tease. It's like, what's the point?
It's not great, but the food was good.
Yeah.
So that's what we did for Mother's Day, and then I was home for one more day, and then I'm gone for 2 weeks. So happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day. Yeah.
How about you?
Yeah.
Do you
No, just we went for a walk. What?
you went for a walk?
What?
You went for a walk?
That's what she wanted. We went on a hiking trail. We just went for a walk.
Oh, you went to a hiking.
I mean, not even like we didn't even drive anywhere. We didn't go anywhere. We walked to the trail near our neighborhood that we walked the dog on and just went for a long walk as a family.
And that's what she wanted.
But that's what she wanted to do. Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Uh,
she went to see She went to the Trey Anastasio concert the night before, so
Oh, okay.
she wasn't all gung ho about conquering the day.
Um, do you get your kids to give your wife something for Mother's Day? Do you like go, okay, let's make a picture frame or a, you know what I mean?
We've done that. Yeah, not every year. Like then what's nice is now that they're like a little older and they're in school, the teachers just do, they come home and they're like, Dad, look, I made this for mom at school. Wow, great.
Great.
So I don't got to do that.
That's it. My daughter's preschool, they do that. So she made me a picture frame. It said, "My dad rocks," and then it had a bunch of rocks on the outside of it. I was like, "Oh, that's pretty clever." And then
Nice.
she got my wife. She like decorated a pot, a little potted plant. It was a marigold, but it's like hasn't grown yet, so it's like it's supposed to take care of it or whatever. But that is great when the schools do that because I was thinking, oh, I should get Ginger. She's obviously too young to put it together. So I was like, now I have to get her a present on Ginger's behalf. It's like one whole other step, but preschool.
Yeah. My dad rocks. Picture frame of rocks.
Yeah.
And got a little pot for. Oh, does it say my mom smokes pot?
Yeah. It says my mom smokes pot.
Happy Mother's Day.
That was just on a t-shirt she got her. So I don't know why. I don't get the joke with it. But she pot. But yeah, so it was good Mother's Day, I you put pressure on it because you really do want to. It's just like it's like a pass fail holiday. You know what I mean? There's no like,
How's that?
well, you either, if you fail, it's like really bad. But
Yeah.
the best you can do really is just pass. There's no like A plus Mother's Day. You can just do everything to the point where that they're like, yeah, that was, you met the threshold.
Right. Is Heidi, let me ask you this. Is Heidi big on surprises? Does she like being surprised or no?
Yeah, I think she does. And what's funny is I'm not great at like first of all, she's actively tries to ruin the surprises for herself. So I think she likes surprises, but she also likes to dig and then she like can't stand not knowing.
Yeah.
It's like hard to surprise her. And then also like I'm not
But
great
she appreciates it when it's
at
done.
create surprises when they come. And then I'm not great at creating surprises. And then on the other hand, I don't love surprises. That's not my favorite. And she loves surprising me with shit. She's like always doing every like,
Uh,
holiday or gift thing for me is always like some sort of surprise. So it's funny that we're like both both torturing each other.
that's so funny. Yeah, I'm lucky because I suck at surprising, but Aaron's like, I don't know why I don't like it doesn't have to be a surprise every time on Mother's Day. Like, can I be part of the planning? That's
Great.
great. Because I'm an idiot. I don't know fun stuff to do. So
Walk. I wouldn't have come up with
she's
walk.
in on it. We do it collaboratively.
I would have never thought walk.
What?
I would have never thought a walk in our neighborhood would cover it. So yes, please.
Was her idea.
Yeah.
Okay, babe, you can take the blindfold off. Johnny, we're just at the bottom of the driveway. I know. Here we go.
Hope you wore your comfortable shoes. I packed you a hat.
Yeah.
A granola bar. We might
Yeah,
be.
but see, you're lucky. I would love surprise. I never get surprised. I mean, I get surprised like gifts. Have you ever had a surprise party thrown for you?
Well, like, so my birthday last year, my wife tried to get like friends to come up. So my
Yeah.
friend Grant and my friend Ryan and my friend Jason, she was gonna get them all in town at the same time, but then only Ryan could come. So we like picked up my friend Ryan at the airport, and I was like, well, why the fuck is Ryan here? Immediately I was like, well, where's he gonna stay? It's like happy birthday. I was like, oh, cool. So like we hung out with her. It was great and it was fun. And we went out to dinner and it was a fun night, but it was just kind of funny.
He surprises you for your birthday, and you're like, "You owe me one. I picking you up from the airport. This is bullshit."
The airport.
No.
He stayed in the hotel. So I was like, does he have to stay at our house? Like I gotta get him clean towels and stuff. But no.
That's great.
Um,
Nice.
well, topics, my friend.
Let's do topics. Let's get into it.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. I all right. I'm not even gonna say the caveat. I just birthday gifts for friends. Well, once you turn what? Once you're like done with high school, we're done, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say junior high. I don't think I got my
Junior high
friends in high school a lot of presents.
in high school. Yeah.
I
Is this a gender thing? Because
I don't
half of our savings account has gone to Aaron's girlfriends.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I'll take that back. My buddy Jason is my best friend. For some we've kept up like a gift giving. It's usually about like a month and a half, 2 months late. And it's almost always like Seahawks related, whether it's tickets or like a jersey or something. But we've still given each other birthday presents. So I have one friend I give a birthday present to.
Maybe it's a jealousy thing. That's what it is. A jealousy thing. Because
No one
I
gives
don't
you.
get my friends presents. We don't get. No, it's not. Oh, I want presents. It's that we don't do that. I don't do that with my friends.
I don't do it with anybody else except for this one guy, and I think it's just because I know him since I was 3 years old, and then we've always done it, and so it's like. But I will. What if I get you a birthday present? When's your birthday? I should write this down.
I should just lie to you and say it's in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, like
October 15th.
oh, that's so funny. I'm October 4th. We have to give each other birthday presents. Our presents to each other.
Oh wow! Wait a minute? Is this the 14th time we've discovered this on our podcast?
That's what I was saying. You could lie. You could just say every 2 weeks it's my birthday, and I would just forget that it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think for the most part, the best present anyone can give you is the whole like you don't have to get me anything for my birthday either. Like that, once that seal is broken, or you start having like sometimes you'll see like people will have adult birthday parties. First of all, I don't really have a birthday party anymore. Do you ever have a birthday party where you have like a bunch of people over?
I have as an adult, but it was like, it was before I was 30.
Yeah.
I don't think I have in a long time.
But
Did I
like
do anything for 40?
I'm trying to like I've seen those like invitations for adult birthday parties, and they'll be like, no gifts, please. And it's like, yeah, no shit. I wasn't coming with like a soccer ball to your 36th birthday at this wine event. You know what I mean? Oh, but no gifts.
I wasn't coming with a soccer ball.
You know what I mean?
That's great.
Oh,
so you were the kid. Okay. So you were the kid that brought the soccer ball. Oh, thanks for the soccer ball. You can put it in the garage. I'm going to play with all these fucking Power Ranger figures.
It's just like one ribbon wrapped around it. Like it's the worst wrapping job ever. Ginger went to a kid's birthday party and he said no gifts. This kid, 3 years old. And they went.
Yeah, but is that like a fake move? Because I've done that where like my kids have done that. And then you show up and it's like, hey, everyone brought gifts. What the fuck?
Well, that's what Heidi was like, no, I think they just say that so that you don't have to, but we should get something. I'm like, hey, it doesn't say you don't have to bring a gift. It says,
Right.
please, no gifts. I'm not buying a gift when they're telling me no gift. You know what I mean? It'd be rude. And then we're
Yeah,
waiting.
I don't want to spend money to piss them off.
Right. I'll do that just by. Uh,
Oh,
but yeah, so I don't know. No gifts. No, never give anyone a present.
I would just love to see you show up with a soccer ball.
Some banker's birthday.
All right, yeah, so good. We're on the same page. All right, I feel backed up. What?
You go play with this in the yard.
How can I back you up?
Okay. So I think that charities need less ambitious names. So like I was in the you check out of the grocery store.
I don't think we've done this one
No, I
before.
haven't done this one. I know I haven't done this one. So when you check out of the grocery store and you use your credit card, the little
Yep.
machine, the one I go to, the little machine will be like, would you like to add on $1 to end world hunger? That's what it says. Now, like I'm immediately
Yeah.
like, well, no, because it's clearly you're not going to end world hunger with the Melinda Gates has a billion
Yeah.
dollars. She can't end world hunger. How's my one extra dollar gonna? So like they need to like call it something much more practical, something like I could actually understand where the dollar's going. Like, hey, would you like to donate $1 to, serve sandwiches on Thanksgiving or whatever it is? But like
Yeah.
hunger, like what? I mean, you're not doing it. There's world,
Yeah, yeah, that's a great point.
it makes it feel
I feel like
seems too overwhelming,
yeah.
and it seems like that's pie in the sky shit. That's never gonna happen. You gotta have small, chewable bites, one step in a long journey,
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
totally. I totally agree.
Because
That's good.
that's just good, right? Because
This is good. It's true.
what idiot is like giving their dollar at the grocery store and then like opening up the newspaper 3 weeks later and going, "What the fuck? They're still hungry in the Sudan?" I gave him my
I
dollar.
rounded up. I rounded up at the grocery store.
I told him world hunger.
I think that's so good is because this is for me, it's like, oh, $1 to end world hunger. It's not going to happen. Maybe it is helping, whatever. But I like if it's like, hey, can you donate $1 to, feed Steve's, we're making sandwiches. There's a chance that I personally could get some recognition for
Yes.
what I donated. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, oh well, then it's a little bit about me. I mean, it's like, oh, so people might know that I helped out.
It's like when
World
you.
hunger,
It's like when you.
that's a penny in a pool.
It's like when you donate, like rich people, like donate a bench. You know,
Hmm.
they put their name on the bench.
Yeah.
It's like that's cool that you did that. It's very convenient for the park to have benches, but also it's like it does seem like there's better causes out there than just for people with bunions to take a load off on their walk. But they're like, no, the people have to know this was Mary Anderson and Jim Anderson's bench, and we like to.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, so
It's just start putting an engrave how much the bench costs.
right, this bench was $670 for some reason. All right, you're backing me up. We're keeping it tight, everybody out there. Just full
Keeping it tight.
because we got a double dip because I've got to go on this cruise ship. So thank you everybody for listening as always. I'm going to be at the Funny Bone. If we have any St. Louis people, I'm going to be at the St. Charles Funny Bone in June. June 6th through the 8th. 6th through the 9th. 6th through
Nice.
St. Louis Funny Bone.
When you're there, tell Matt to reply to my I wrote him yesterday.
Oh,
Tell him to respond to my
I'm going to tell you something embarrassing about that in the next episode.
Okay. Oh, stay tuned. To be continued, people, next week.
Here, embarrassing anecdote.
I will be at oh my God, we're gonna have to talk about this next week too. The cystoscopy. Oh boy. Okay. So I'll be at Racine at the Memorial Hall at the Racine Civic Center on June 7th, and at the Dublin in Duluth, Minnesota on the 8th. I've not been at the Dublin in I think 9 or 10 years. Did you ever do that room in Duluth, Minnesota?
I don't think so.
Dublin. It was a Yoda room, but it's a really good room, and I've always wanted to record because they're just on top of you. But that's June 8th.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Thanks everybody for. Oh, and no. So there will be no post show banner this week, but I will put in its stead. I will put like some sort of clip or something. I think there's a clip maybe Johnny you sent me that I never put up there or something. We'll figure it out. But
I sent you a voice memo of my farts. Okay, we'll post that.
Yeah, we'll put. Oh no, it was the voice memo of your idea that you had when you were smoking weed. I'll post that. That's way better. Okay.
Well, we'll see. We'll see if that gets posted.
Oh, it'll get posted. All right. Thank you everybody for listening to
The Cavalry.